Hello, hello, hello.
Hey,
Welcome back.
I have to tell you that music always puts me in the best mood. Like I'm over here just to be bopping to it.
I know. Like before we came on here, we were going through like, normally Katie and I are pretty happy people, but like we were going through like, it's that season. Like, and then as soon as I hit play on that, I'm like, okay, I'm ready. Woo!
Yes. It puts you in the good mood. Like, good choice. Good job,
Yes,
Lindsay.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So today we've got some good news and some bad news.
It was a week, man. It was a week.
It was. So in the good news category,
the good or the bad?
Let's do it the good, because then we have your trip to follow up with. Katie went to Dollywood.
We'll sandwich it.
So
yes,
we'll sandwich the bad right in the middle.
Okay, cool.
So good news is Park Hopper 2024 all day, baby.
All day. It's back. Woo! Okay. Just to catch everybody up, for those that don't go to Disney as frequently do, park hopping was only after 2 p.m. You had to pick your park for the morning, and then you could park hop after 2 p.m. And you could park hop as much as you wanted, but you couldn't do it till after 2 p.m., which essentially limited you on how much you could park hop.
Yes.
So now it's all day, and you can go to every park unlimited all day.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me was like, when I think of Park Hopper, to me, it's like, okay, I'm going to go to Animal Kingdom because it opens the earliest. I'm going to bust through some rides, and then I'm going to head over to Hollywood, and then I'm going to either pick between MK or Epcot, whoever's open latest.
Right.
And that was my day, right? But now it's like, if I go to Animal Kingdom first, I'm stuck at Animal Kingdom until 2.
Yes, very much. Well, technically you're stuck until... I would leave around 1:15, 1:30, and then start heading towards my other park and be at that other park exactly at 2. But yes, you were stuck all day long at Animal Kingdom. And so
I don't need Animal Kingdom till 2. Like, I just don't.
I feel like it really limited your Animal Kingdom experience because it made us not want to go to Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
And that's your park hopper.
Yes, you didn't want to waste your first whatever hours at Animal Kingdom. And but the only good thing I can say it did was if you didn't start at Animal Kingdom, if you went somewhere else and then around 2 o'clock you went to Animal Kingdom for a few hours, it was dead.
It was golden.
It was good. So there was, there was pluses and minuses on both sides. But
also, like, I feel like Epcot, everybody park hopped to Epcot in the afternoon.
Yep.
And so it always made Epcot much busier evening wise because that was the park to hop. So I feel like this has really like loosened there. I mean, I feel like we're finally of everything. We're back to pre-COVID levels. Like
this is all I wanted. When they started rolling back like all the pre-pandemic stuff, like the first thing I wanted was park hopping.
Yeah.
Like reservations, they're not ideal, but I can get around those.
I can get around them.
Park hopping.
I understand in my brain, like I understand the concept behind park reservations, that it helps them with staffing and how many people are coming into a park on a certain day. So my business mind can get behind that. The park hopping, even if you want to make me tell you what my park hopping plans are, I could do that, but just let me do it when I want to, not after a specific time of day.
Exactly. It was so hard because there was trips where I went right when things started to, like, masks started to come off, whatever. And I could only get a quick trip in. And so you're sitting there like, I only have 2 park days, but I did buy Park Hopper. What am I going to do? And it just forced you. It forced you into doing Animal Kingdom first one of those days because you don't want to end at Animal Kingdom. They close at 7, 8.
Yeah. In the summertime, but in the winter they close at like 5.
Exactly. So you're forced to go to Animal Kingdom first. Which, I mean,
so crowd wise, they have limited, like, I don't want to say limited. Technically, I mean, it is the biggest park square footage ride, but it's also like the smallest park ride wise, especially like when all the Dino Land stuff was down. So this is opening it all up. This is good news. We're so excited.
I know. I'm so happy. Okay, so I will let you give us the bad news.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so I probably should have done more homework into this so that I could have some actual numbers. But basically, the bad news is that prices went up park wide. And not, my understanding is ticket prices themselves didn't go up. Like the specific people going on vacation and putting tickets in their packages, that stuff didn't go up. Annual passes went up a lot. Like I have an annual pass. I have the top tier because I live out of state. So it's called the Incredipass. And that went up by a little over $100, I believe, for a year. And then also Memory Maker went up, I want to say $20 or $30. Wow. So that was a big increase. And then my understanding, and this is a little bit harder for me to keep track of because I don't watch menu prices across the board, but there was pricing across the board menu wise, all the way from like your snack carts that sell drinks and popcorn and pretzels. Those all went up by a quarter, 50 cents, that type of thing. Wow. To restaurants, like our favorite Ohana went up exponentially. Like I think it was like $5 or $10 meal wise went up. So
yeah, because meals like that are like a set, buffet price, and it's per person, and it's not like it's not like she's saying each item went up. It's the set price.
The set price went up. Yes. So like a buffet, it's a buffet style. So everybody pays a set price. It doesn't matter what your, a kid price is a kid price. Like I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but kids pay one price, adults pay another price. And that's
it's usually like the adults like 60 to 80, and then the kid is like 30 to 40. It's somewhere in that range,
right? And these it went up like $5 to $10 across the board. And then even the restaurants that have individual pricing, menu pricing, those all went up.
Now I wonder, that makes me think, I wonder if all those meals going up, if that will, when you sit down and do the math, that'll bring more value back to the dining plan, because we saw huge increases in the dining plan, huge cost. But then if you look at it against now these new price,
so I have to go back and do my math, right?
Yeah.
Like we just sat down a couple of weeks ago and went through the math and found out that basically by purchasing the dining plan, if you design your day and eat the way the dining plan is set up, if you are eating 2 meals and 1 snack per day, and you get the resort mug, and you get at least 2 drinks a day out of your resort mug, then you are coming out ahead by 1 snack is basically what we, a snack price somewhere between $5 and $10 is what you're coming out ahead. But now, like,
it might be a little closer,
a little bit ahead of it. So it just depends on how you eat. And we can do that sometime. We can sit down and look at the dining plan and show people how we.
What we should do? We should do the dining plan, like do a whole show to it. Sit down, like when we don't have children screaming in the background, and, people all over us. We'll have a dedicated, stream where we actually do it. And then like I can bring up on the screen, we can go through menus, talk about food we've tried, food we want to try. We should do that. We could go do a few restaurants each time. That'd be kind of fun.
I mean, we could plan a whole weekend trip around food and planning. We do.
I mean, that's why we go to Disney. So
I think we just found, one of our next podcast vlogs.
I think it should be. I mean, I'm in that, we talked about this too before stream. Like I'm in that funk where like, I don't have a trip planned right now. And so I'm just like watching, like we both watched Tim Tracker. I was watching his cruise vlog, and I'm just like, I feel poor.
Okay, so there's there's a whole other reason why you felt poor in that vlog. Lindsay and I were talking about it off screen. Sorry, my contact is doing something crazy right now.
That's right. I'm being choked by my shirt because I'm sitting and it's a Spirit jersey and I'm like, oh, help me.
So I saw it pop up first and I sent it to Lindsay and I was like, oh my God, they went on the same cruise I did last year, or so I thought. Apparently there's more than one itinerary for the Eastern Caribbean. When we went, we did Tortola and St. Thomas, and I just watched his today. They're at St. Martin, and then I think tomorrow's vlog must be like San Juan or something like that. So anyway, so their initial vlog, and I love how they do it, is they show their room tours when they arrive. However, they stayed in the Walt Disney Suite, which
and they stayed the Roy before.
They did. So me being like, well, I wonder how much that is, because after I watched it and I saw the Mickey shaped sugars in the suite, I was like, well, I need some Mickey shaped sugars in my suite.
Book it.
I'm booking it, right? So I go and I'm like, well, I wonder how much it would cost for my family to book that suite. And it's a 7-night cruise, so it's a longer cruise. We're talking $70,000 for a week.
Could buy half a house nowadays.
Yeah, like I mean, girl, that's not even half a house here. But
yes,
but yeah, barely. I mean, I like at my job, there's no way in a million years. And then the whole Powerball thing was going on. I was like, well, if I hit the Powerball, I'm taking us all and we're staying on the concierge level at the.
Spoiler alert: we're not going.
Did not win the Powerball.
No.
But now my daughter is watching all these cruise vlogs, and I don't know. Do you follow Mammoth Club as well?
Yes, I do.
They also posted one this morning on the Wish, and we're like, oh my God, the cruises are taunting us.
I want to go on one so bad. I've always said that I will not go on a cruise because I'm the type, I have to have like an exit plan. Yeah. Or I have to be have some sort of control of where I'm at. So I either got to know how to drive the boat or have my own dedicated lifeboat, one of the two. So I have to loosen that up a little bit so I can go, but I want to go. I have to.
So how the whole thing of after you have kids and you're like, oh, I'm not doing that again anytime soon. And then maybe a year later, you're like, okay, I could do it again. Yeah. That's what I'm going through right now. Immediately after we got off the ship, I was like, I'm not doing that again. I had no control. We had 3.5 days at sea. I was by that third day at sea, I was on the struggle bus. I needed a way out. But now a year later, I'm like, oh, I could do that again. That was fun. We went ziplining in Tortola, and
hey, Lex.
We had some fun memories. I could totally do that again. So
yeah, so for my first one, I want to do a 4-night. I feel like 4-night, 3 or 4 night. I feel like 3 might not be enough, but 4 would be enough. Perfect.
I actually would say the 5-night has to be perfect.
Fit's never been on a cruise, but I know Lex is here, and Lex just went on a Virgin cruise.
Nice. Virgin is coming up with some amazing cruising opportunities. They
are, and I already talked to her.
Only.
I talked to her, so she knows.
They're adults only, and we've got friends that have cruised with them before, and they really, really, really like it. They say the food is top notch, and I have to say the Disney cruise, I was not a fan. I wasn't a fan of the food.
Really?
I really wasn't. I know. I think of 5 days. 5 days is perfect.
Yeah, I saw pictures from her cruise and I was like, I could do an adults only cruise. I think I can handle that. Yeah. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Hey, Alyssa, good morning or afternoon, I guess. It's 12.
So I wanted to ask Lex real quick, when you have time, did you, because I know it's adults only. So did you feel like it was too adults only, or was it adults only, just no kids to bother anybody, no screaming babies in the background?
Dreams. That's what dreams are made of.
I know.
I don't care. It could be way adults only. I'm good.
I mean,
said food is fabulous on Virgin. I'm looking forward to an 8-day Mediterranean cruise. Ooh, nice. I got you a hookup, Lex. Don't you worry.
I want to hear how that one went.
Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you.
I said that before we went on. Your hair looked fabulous today.
Well, it looks dark right now because like the lighting is fighting with my computer.
Oh.
So like I went from like redhead to brunette like overnight. Like I'm feeling a certain way. I'm like,
I
ooh.
wouldn't call it brunette. I would call it like a chocolate covered cherry.
There you go. Perfect. 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 Fit says, okay, y'all are gonna have to help me with cruise planning. I can help you. I know some people, Fit, and you know that I know some people. So
Lindsay knows some people.
And that's a good thing. Like if I don't know it myself, I know a lot of other good people.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
there's some great. So the only cruise line that I'm not a super big fan of is Carnival. But I feel like the others are all really good and have their good place. We even have friends that are sailing on an MSC cruise next week. But here we go.
Lex says, great question. I thought it was the right amount of adult, nothing too risque, but more adult in nature for sure.
Fabulous. Thank you. Sounds right up my alley.
I feel like that's a must do for us. I think we need a ladies cruise. I feel like just women only, and y'all in the chat. I know y'all can come too. Like
I think it would be fun.
We need a girls chat.
Virgin does some really good benefits for group cruising where you can choose between like bar packages or one person getting their cabin for free, or you can split it up between. It would be amazing.
Fit. I agree. I want to do a no kids cruise. I want to do no kids weekends, no kids afternoons. Like, there's a theme here
going on. I think Lindsay's done having babies.
Love these kids to death, but I just need like a day.
This podcast is turned into a cruise podcast. I think we need to add that to the list.
That's the best thing about live podcasts, though, is like the tangents. Like I cannot stay on topic to save my life. So here we are. If we get to Dollywood, we get to Dollywood. I made a video. Okay, we'll watch it. Katie will explain it. We might hit it at the end, but oh well.
I mean, so my daughter, like I said, we were on this binge of cruising. And so Lizzie said that she wants to do a cruise for her graduation trip. She's a freshman in high school. So we got a couple years. And so I called her aunt and I was like, hey, you better start saving because she has several. She's like you. They're popping out.
Many.
And she goes, so it's going to be an adult only cruise, right? And I was like, well, she was talking Disney, but I guess we could swing it back to adult cruising for her high school graduation.
I think it's time for Disney to offer an adults only cruise.
Lindsay, I mean, that would like be amazing. Although I think it would be so expensive because it would sell out instantly.
Well, I mean, that's what money's for, right? To spend it. So
right. I mean, I've said the same thing about Disney needing a resort that's adults only. I think they
call that Old Key West, except for sometimes some kids show up. They sneak through.
People have asked me what I thought that they were going to do with the Star Wars cruiser hotel, and I genuinely have no idea what's happening with it. But I think it should be turned into an adults only boutique hotel. There's only like 100 rooms there, and you could just be an adults only boutique hotel, and people would pay that kind of money to stay in that hotel.
Lex says, it was weird seeing no kids at first, but then I didn't notice till I got off the ship and was like, why is there a baby crying? Yeah. Like the kid, like they're gone and you're just like, it only took a day for you to like readjust. You're like, oh, kids are gone. They're not a thing anymore. Forgot they even existed.
I mean, it's a good idea. I mean,
I'm some adult only cruise. Like,
why did it take the cruise industry so long to figure out that adults want to go on adult only vacations?
Yeah, nothing against kids. Like I love going to Disney with my kids too, but like us adults, it'd be fun.
Well, I did a year of basically a year of solo traveling to Disney when my kids were otherwise entertained by other people, and so I would hop down there for a weekend, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can get so much done. I don't have to worry about what somebody else is wearing when somebody else has to go to the bathroom. Who's hungry? Who wants to ride that ride? Who wants to ride that ride with this person or with that person or
Yeah.
not with this person, and have
Yep.
those fights in the line. And it was amazing. If I wanted to shop for 30 minutes or an hour in a store, I was all by myself and I could do it all. It was
Exactly.
fabulous. Give me
Exactly.
an
Like,
adults only after hours party in Disney.
yes.
Hello? What is wrong with them?
We have so many good ideas, Disney. Call us. Like, come on. Can you imagine like an Epcot after hours party, adults only? Like,
I mean, I feel like it's that way during Food and Wine Festival in the weekends, but
yeah. I saw some weird stuff happening. I won't lie. there was a lot of people doing a lot of things. So
yeah, well, mine was I'll tell you a quick story. In the middle of the day, I don't know, a couple of years ago, we went to Epcot Food and Wine Festival, and I had the kids with me, and we stopped at the the Japanese. Help me out. I can't think of the name of the little where you get the.
I can't think of it either. But
shaved ice.
Yeah.
Anyway, we stopped there, and I got the kids a treat, and we sat on a bench, and we were eating our little ice treat, and there was a couple across from us, full making out, and I'm not talking about some kids, I'm talking about some adults my age, and then there was another couple who was a younger couple, kids, and they were having an argument over money right then and there. And I was like, it was not a nice argument for children to listen to. So it was very adult in Epcot. That was in the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah. Like, can you at least hold off till dark? Like, calm down. Yeah. Disney is missing out on money for sure. Mm-hmm. They are, like, and granted, people are still going to go no matter what, even if there's not without kids, but like they would definitely sell those out quick.
I've had somebody recently tell me that they compare Epcot to taking their kids to a bar. So, whatever.
It fits. I mean, there's been
I can't ever take my
margaritas
kids to Epcot again because it might be a bar.
Yeah, there's been margaritas in my stroller cup holder, so can't really say anything. Fit says definitely check out Ordinary Adventures. They do awesome vlogs and have done a few Disney cruises. I'm obsessed with their channel. I have seen their channel. Fit shared it with me, and like they do have some good vlogs. Like when I'm not there, I'm watching vlogs. Like I'm watching live streams. I love that there's so many like live people now where you can just pop in and like hear the background music, hear the crowd, and I'm like, oh.
There's one that I like. I think it's 4K WDW.
Yep, that one's good. They have a lot of good. Don't they have standalone videos and they do live streams? Or is it just standalone videos?
It's I'm not sure what the live streams. I know they have standalone videos, and I like them just because I like to hear the ambience. Like I'll put it on in the background while I'm doing other stuff, just to hear the people talking and the background music and the rides going, and that kind of stuff that makes me feel like there.
I watched. There's a YouTuber. It's called Drew in the Moment. It's like a husband and wife duo. I think they're from Massachusetts originally, but they're like in Florida now, and they just do live streams and like they have their chat going, and they just go around the park every Sunday. And
nice.
That's
my dream. And I mean, I gotta wait for my kids to get out of school, but that's where I'm gonna be and what I'm gonna be doing. Give me 7.5 years.
It's my dream too.
I gotta get out of Tennessee.
Lex has a stroller mark too. I mean, no shame. No shame. No shame. Fit says they're a wholesome couple. Yeah, they wouldn't fit in with us, would they? A little too wholesome.
Oh goodness. I'm glad you clarified, because I was like, who's a wholesale couple? What is wholesale couple?
I knew she meant wholesome. I was like, I could read her mind. I was like, I know what you're trying to say.
I'm like, what are they wholesaling?
I don't know.
Disney vacations.
God, I wish, man. Oh, anyway. All right. So do we want to talk about Dollywood? Do we want? Let's talk about Dollywood. Okay.
I did it.
Let me pull the video up.
Pull the video.
All right.
Please I will say Dollywood is dry. There's no alcohol at Dollywood. I had a drink and I was like, this would be good with some vodka, and there was no vodka to be found.
Oh, well, Dollywood. Shame.
Shame.
I haven't drank in a long time, but I'm ready. I'm ready.
I haven't either.
All right. Oh, better pull us back on here. Oh, we're back. Okay.
So I don't know what all you included that I sent you, but I was trying to focus mainly on their special that they have going on right now, which is let me read it right, Harvest Celebration featuring Great Pumpkin Luminites.
Okay, so
So
when you
they have
sent me this, like I was going through the videos and just making sure there wasn't any like, you know, anything weird to hear, you know, because I want to make sure, whatever. So I put music over it, whatever, but the pumpkins are really pretty. The lights, like the purple hangy lights, the danglies,
yes,
those were
yes.
cool. Like
Makes you
that
want to
would
go,
be,
doesn't it?
yes. Oh,
It
Lex
was
is out. It's dry. She's out. No, Lex,
um
that's why you bring like a water bottle with
I
water.
totally
I'm
didn't
just
check
kidding.
before I went, and I was a little bit disappointed because we had 6 kids with us, my 3 and then my sister-in-law's 3. We had children ranging from, my daughter, who is 14, all the way well, let me do this. 14 my boys turned 11 on the trip, so 2 11-year-olds, and then a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1.5-year-old. So we had the
Nice.
full range of ages. I will say there was something for every kid to do at this park, and I loved that. There was several areas that had playgrounds near the roller coasters.
Mhm.
So that was fabulous because we could take the littlest ones to the playground while the big kids were riding the roller coasters. Their wait times were great. Nothing compared to what Disney is. I would say the longest wait was probably 20, 30 minutes. There was
Nice.
2 rides that my kids did not get to do because the wait time was 60 minutes when we got there in the morning, and we're like, "We'll do it later," and then the
Mhm.
ride went down.
Damn.
And they never got on it, and that was the 2 newest rides.
Oh,
So
darn
that
it.
was a little bit of a disappointment, so now we have to go back, right?
Of course.
Um, I asked my kids when we left, I was like, "So what's better, Disney or Dollywood?" And they were like, "Oh, definitely Disney." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And they're like, "Yes, but Dollywood has better rides." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So
Interesting.
we've
Interesting.
hit that aspect where we need the thrilling, and there was like I couldn't go on them. There was some thrilling rides. Dollywood does thrilling very good.
Yeah, and that's kind of like how we have a park here near us called Adventureland.
Yeah.
And it's very reminiscent of Dollywood. Like a lot of they have some big roller coasters. They have a lot of really little kids stuff. Like they have the whole mix. So,
I will
um,
say, this is the other thing I'll say is for you moms with little ones, you need to work your game of pushing that stroller uphill because being in in the mountains, this whole thing was set on the side of a hill. Like
oh,
it
nice.
was we I had there was a few times where we had to push the stroller up in teams, like together to get up the hill because it was rough going up.
Hey, it's leg day, baby. All
It's like
right.
day all day.
Yeah.
Let's watch this video.
Yes, we will play the video and then Katie can tell us about it. See, that's pretty.
Here's the purpley lights. Yeah. They had these in 2 sections. And also like the pumpkins, they had whole like themes in different areas. So like this was a whole bat themed area.
Nice. Those are pretty. The
And
flowers.
then, oh yeah, this is the flower wall. So all these different flowers, and it was just a big giant wall of pumpkins. What's this one? Spiders. I love the music. You said it too.
The frogs are
This-
cute.
Frogs. Yep. In this little pond area. It was super cute. I got to remember to turn my camera the other way. I'm so used to doing it for TikTok.
Oh, either way, we can make it work. That's why we need to go as a team to
Yes.
do these things.
Yes. Oh, so this was my favorite scene. It's a whole campground.
Oh, I love
And then
it.
this was a waterfall, and they had the pumpkins. Didn't close up them, but they were fish, and they were going up
They
the
were
waterfall.
fish. Here,
Yeah,
let me
they were.
see. Okay, I see
I don't know
them.
if you
I
can
see the
zoom in.
little fish. Yeah, I see.
Going
There's
up
a
the
little
wall.
fish right here. There's one
Yep.
turned sideways. Yep.
Yep.
Cute.
So
I love the tunnel.
Here's the other light. Yes.
That one's cute. Little potions and stuff.
I wonder how long it takes them to carve all these pumpkins, and how do they get them to stay fresh?
Vinegar. I think, right? Isn't that what
So
they tell
this
you?
was just a line of them all the way up the walkway. It was so cool.
Nice.
I mean, it was really just a fun, a fun little extra into the park. I think I loved going at Halloween time. I wish they
Yeah,
had some trick or treating with it.
that would be cool. I'm a
Mhm.
sucker for like I love Halloween. Of course, I love Christmas
Yeah.
too, but like Halloween has always been my favorite. But like that, I love the lighted pumpkins. I love the lights. Like
Yes.
that would be fun.
My daughter said she'd like to go back at Christmas time and see what they do for Christmas. So
Ooh,
maybe we'll do that.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
Lex likes the tunnel. Also,
was
Lex
cool.
said she could pregame before she goes to Dollywood. There you go. Just a little curb, just to curb it, you know.
I knew somebody once who would get their little the little bottles of alcohol and then wrap them in diapers like it was a used diaper and stuff that in the back. So there's a tip for you.
I mean,
because nobody's going to check inside of a wrapped up diaper.
no, and like if you're, you know, invention's key in America, right? Keep moving forward. Think outside the box.
Not me, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I could go that far because like so what if you did that and you get up there and somebody actually like calls your bluff and unwraps that diaper?
I'm a chicken. Like I mean I talk a big game, but like I'm a chicken. I'm so afraid of breaking the rules and getting in trouble and getting called out. Like I'm a rule follower. I can't do it. I'll wait till I get home and have a glass of wine back at the cabin.
I will run my mouth to the day I die, but I will not break the rules. Okay. Like that. Nope. I'm the same way. Like I don't want someone to be like, I don't want to be that person that, you know, kicked out, banned, can't come back.
Yeah. Yeah. But Dollywood was fun and we thoroughly enjoyed it. And we will definitely do it again.
They're going to think, why does she have a diaper bag? She has no kids.
Rent some for the day. Or at least to get through security. Can I borrow your kid just to get through security?
Yeah. Stand right behind somebody who has kids and just be like, I'm with them.
Yeah. Right.
So
because I don't have diaper bags anymore.
Anything else you can think about at Disney? Like I was scrolling and I was just like, I know they released Christmas merch, which I'm like,
yeah,
it's barely October, but okay. Why not start pumping that Christmas stuff out?
No, I know that so we have Christmas stuff coming up. You asked me before if I'm going on my trip in December, and I'm like, I would say 75% yes now. Because I got the email this morning that reminds me to make my dining reservations, which I'm not making any, but then I was like, you know what? I might make one for the candlelight processional. You know, like the reserved seating for candlelight processional. I might make one just for that. Which
you know who your speaker is when you're there?
So I looked just to see if I wanted to. It's new this year. It's Eva Longoria, and she has never done it before. And I like her. Like she's a good actress. So
yeah,
I was like, I might do that.
It's a good voice. That might be a good one.
Yeah. It's different. So I might do that. And dining reservations for the candlelight processional open up on the 17th. I think the 16th or the 17th of October. Okay. So that might be tomorrow.
Well,
so yeah, that's all I've got.
That's exciting. Like I want to go so bad. If I win the lottery between now and then, I'll be there.
I mean, I know somebody who has a hotel reservation for the weekend.
I know. And I know somebody like, oh my gosh, I know.
And some extra points.
I know.
Y'all don't think that I haven't tried to bribe her. I was like, you can stay with me. I have points. I'll get your ticket. Like I have an exponential amount of points. I'll get your ticket. And Lindsay's like, I can't.
Like, the fact that someone in this world likes me enough to even offer that warms my cold heart like so much. But my biggest problem right now is like, do I want to pack this baby up and bring her to Disney for a third time this year?
I think you're a little burnt out from our trip in July and having to, and I totally get that. It was
that one took me out. Like,
wait a second. I want to say, like, you had enough extra hands, and we were all offering to help. And a lot of times she's like, "Nope, I got it." And we were.
It's not being at Disney; it's getting there. Like that's the part for me where it's like, because I don't live in a big metropolitan area. So
Mm-mm.
like getting to an airport and like just packing for the, like, if I didn't have baby, I'd be there. No questions.
I mean, when do
She
you
just,
unhook her?
as soon as winter's over.
Okay.
Once we're out of winter, I am
Okay.
home free
Okay.
and then I'll be good to go. So
Lindsay
has a Grinch heart. She knows me well. I got no pity for nobody. Like,
that's funny. I will say Lindsay comes across as a Grinch heart, but I think in reality,
I'm a sucker.
she's a sucker. I know that like I could call Lindsay and she would be here in a heartbeat if I needed her to be.
Absolutely. That's the thing. Like, the people who know me best, they know I'm a sucker. I talk, like you said earlier, I talk a lot. We all talk a big game, but like, I'm a sucker, especially when it comes to kids. Like, whew, can't handle it. Anyway. All right. Well, we've been on here for like 35 minutes. I feel like it was fun today.
It was
like,
fun today. It's a good talk.
I like when we have ones like this where we have multiple things to talk about. We can just chill, hang out. It gives me my little Disney fix.
Okay.
I'm hoping that the next podcast we have some more like videos to look at. I'll try to look and see if I can find anything fun. I mean, we talked about looking at room tours. We talked about like other stuff.
So I did that year that I did my solo traveling. I did several room tours that year, and they're on this channel. And so I think we could scroll those and do some room tours and chat about all that. It hasn't been that long. I did those in the end of 2020 and 2021.
Oh yes, those are still good. A lot of those rooms are the same.
Yep. And so there may have been a couple of refurbishments, I think, at the Caribbean Beach one. But we could still, the layouts are still the same. For sure. And then we'll do some homework and plan a dining plan around it.
That'd be fun. So, you know what we could do? I thought about another thing we could do sometime is come on here, hang out, grab a snack, grab a drink, and just sit down and like plan a fake trip. I think that would be fun.
That'd be good.
Like talk about like what hotel we stay at, like dream, like what hotel we staying at, how many days, why are we picking those days? Like, that would be fun. So
yes.
Did you talk about the 80K Disney cruise video? Yes, we talked about Tim Tracker and his so we came out, it's like it was in the one quote you sent me was like 125. That was for, what was that for? Or was it 80? I can't remember.
It was 80 for my family.
For your family.
For my family of 5. So 2 adults, 3 kids in that room because the room sleeps 5. And then when I was like, well, I wonder what it is for his family. And like, that was like 60,000 for his family. So we could show that part of his video where they do the walk. I mean, or you could go on and just find anybody doing the walkthrough of that video of those rooms.
That room was
we could do
insane.
In fact, you could do we could put it all together where we do all of the ships in their suites, because I believe Disney has put them out on their YouTube channel where you can, and then I can pull up pricing on them. Yeah,
that'd be fun. We could do a Disney World one time. We could do a Disneyland another, and then we could do a cruise.
Let's do it.
We could plan. It'd be fun.
I mean, inside stateroom versus a suite. What do you choose?
Oh, I need that veranda, baby. I got veranda.
I got a veranda,
but I want it. I want to be able to sit in a chair and look at the ocean. That's what I want. And I will say, did you see that was with the GoPro?
Yes, I did.
So cool.
I want to be able to sit and have my coffee in the morning and my glass of wine in the afternoon on the veranda and watch the ocean go by.
Exactly. All right, Fit. You're welcome. Thanks for hanging out. We love talking to people in the chat. It's fun.
Yes.
And
come back and see us.
I think we need to do it. We need to do a planning stream and just, dream scenario. If you had the cash, like, what would you do? And then we could also do like a budget friendly one too.
Yeah. If you won the $1 billion lottery, what would you plan?
Oh man. All of it.
Cruising.
We're all going to Disney, guys.
Yay.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.